Hi SI alumni and friends, I'm Tom Shea. Thank you for watching the Wildcat Alumni Network and for your support of St. Ignatius. Our final video is about chasing your dreams, no matter how impossible they seem. This last NCAA basketball tournament was riveting as bracket-busting San Diego State party crashed their way through number 1 seed Alabama with its catalyst point guard, Darrion Trammell, an athlete nobody wanted when he graduated from St. Ignatius in 2018. Proving others wrong was normal for the young Ignatian. Darrion's done it his entire life. But Darrion Trammell had dreams much larger than his 5'9" frame, and he made sure those dreams were big enough to carry an entire community of people, both living and deceased, with him to the pinnacle of collegiate sports. Darrion's journey from public housing in Marin City to an elite D1 athlete was a dream he kept quietly to himself, which makes rooting for this Wildcat so easy to do. To set the stage for this story, we start at the Elite 8 game versus Creighton University. Darrion is staring at 2 late game free throws to advance San Diego State University to its first Final Four appearance in history. We are SI.
Sports, he played baseball, Little League baseball, he played football, Pop Warner football, and basketball. I'd probably say around 7th or 8th grade, he really decided he wanted to focus on basketball. I thought he was excellent in football, but he decided basketball. He was a really good football player as well at a young age. So he was the athlete, I would say. You know, small in stature, but still would run and tackle the biggest guys on the field. Marin City, of course, there's the good and the bad things. The bad things here aren't terribly bad. They're things that happen in any community. No matter what the media says, we don't have too much crime here.
It's a small, tight-knit community. Everyone pretty much knows everyone. It has a lot of potential here. Like, I'm not the only one who had the talent to be able to play at San Diego State or Seattle University. Like, there are a lot of people like me who don't have the same opportunity, and I was just blessed with. For me, it's bigger than basketball. That's the reason why I pretty much do what I do and keep my head down and work hard, because I feel like a lot of kids need to see that they're just as good. Like, there's a lot of good kids around here, so they have hope, and no dream is too big for them, and it's a lot of potential in this city.
We have a lot of good that comes from Marin City that's not even spoken of. We have generations of basketball players, football players that have come up in Marin City who never had a chance or even looked at because we're here in this small community.
Man, it's everything. This is where I started. This is where I watched like my older siblings and my uncle, like guys like that. That's where I pretty much fell in love with the game, watching them play down here. Physical, a lot of talent, like I said. It doesn't get the acknowledgement, but I mean, I saw it, and that's what inspired me, seeing the relationships that my brother and my uncle built with people just from playing basketball.
They always say it takes a village, and that village is here in Marin City.
Trammell lines it up, book it, a 3. 75 St. Ignatius High School in the Bay Area.
The first thing that really hit me was his motor, just how hard he played, never got tired, his up and down. That was the first thing that popped out. And then the quick second was his ability to see the floor. For a freshman, it's usually kind of an uncommon characteristic that they have as they're kind of learning and developing their game. But Darrion just had kind of an uncanny ability to kind of not only see the floor, but also know where the other 4 guys were, his teammates were at all times.
St. Ignatius, they prepared me to be college ready. I also made a lot of relationships as far as just having friends and being around the game and having them be able to show me different things, like outside of Marin City. I got to experience a lot of things, go on vacations with a couple of my best friends at good places. And so they just opened my eyes. I feel like it opened up a new world. I feel like that's a big thing here. Like, I feel like I'm trying to show that to the younger kids. Like, there's a lot out there in the world, like, you got to experience.
Kareem had heard about Darrion through the AAU circuit and had him come play for his AAU team. He always wanted to go to SI or Marin Catholic. So once we got in touch with Kareem, and Kareem, you know, fell in love with them, it was just from there, SI is it. Eventually he got to varsity with Marco Letty. They kind of bumped heads at first, and Darrion was like, I don't want to go here anymore. So he did want to translate, no, you start it, you finish, and that's always what, if you start something, you finish it.
For Darrion, coming from Marin City, I think it was two things. One, it was adjusting to SI, getting acclimated to what this place is, the demands of it, walking up and down the halls, being a self-advocate, talking to teachers, turning papers in on time, all that stuff he had to kind of figure out. And then you take it to the basketball world, and we're kind of challenging him and pushing him in different ways to kind of get him out of his comfort zone. And so I think, that process, especially as a freshman, was a little tough at times.
Building relationships aren't easy, and the best ones go through hardships, and they have their ups and downs. I feel like the process for me was just understanding the academic workload, coming from a smaller elementary school and then going to a rigorous program like SI. Getting used to that, balancing basketball, it was different for me. So it was a process. I mean, me and Coach Marcoletti, we still talk almost a lot, actually. He even traveled down to Houston to come see me play. So that's a special relationship that I've been able to build with him, and he helped me through it a lot. And so I'm very grateful for Marcoletti as well.
With Darrion, it was extremely challenging. First of all, everyone was kind of taken back on his height. At all levels, it's extremely important, but I think at college level, it's even magnified. You're only as good as who you can guard. And so I think a lot of coaches were spooked on who he can guard at that next level, especially if he's going up against bigger guards. Darrion kind of took that as a challenge and really kind of refined that part of his game from either right outside of here as he went to City College and Seattle U and so forth.
It's just a mindset. I felt like I was always good enough, but obviously coaches didn't see that. So it was all about just me proving that, and I knew how much joy it would bring me to be not recruited highly out of high school and everyone doubt me, and then I ended up doing it anyways. So, that's the biggest joy for me. That's just something I live by. Is dreams worth more than money, and I feel like I'm living the dream. So, it's bringing me all the joy in the world.
I guarantee the next one's going in, without a doubt.
It's all about believing in yourself. I feel like I put in the work. I had nothing to be nervous about. At the end of the game, it's just a game. I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for people back home. My grandpa, my brother who I lost. I'm just doing it for them.
Where do these emotions come from?
It's just my journey, like what I've been through. It's just a blessing to be here. Like playing at the stage, national championship, that's a dream. I don't think any amount of money can replace that, replace those experiences and replace those relationships I made with my teammates and going through battles with guys. That's what you live for. Like, those guys are gonna be at my wedding one day.
D is really a testament to all of that support he's had growing up. At Marin City, aunts, uncles, mom, dad, all of that. They've all really formed him and helped to shape him to who he is today. And so when you fast forward to seeing him in that March Madness moment where he's kind of really emotional and teary-eyed, that is just a culmination of all the stuff that he's been through and all the people in his life that have been with him and for him. He really understands the weight of what that means.
I made it. I made it to somewhere where millions of people from young ages practicing their homes want to make it to the NCAA tournament or make the final shot to win the game in the NCAA tournament. And he did accomplish that and more.
I just have to humble myself all the time. Like, we made it to the national championship, but then again, we lost. So I feel like I keep that with me as well, and I have to stay in the gym and just prepare for those moments when they come back. Larry Adams, Torrey LaRocca, Jaquez Sweeney, Quentin Wiggins, Darrion Adams, Darrion Trammell, all my siblings, my younger siblings, Damian Jr., Chanel, Naya, everyone.